So, hello all, and welcome to tonight's race of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. And a very happy 20th birthday to both Metroid Prime and Fusion today. Well, Fusion maybe yesterday, there's some debate. But that's a nice occasion to celebrate with a race, so that's what we're going to do. With me is Baja Blood. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, today we're featuring AeroRaiser and MightyCaesar.
Yeah, both strong players.
Yeah, no, I think this is actually going to be a pretty good match here. Definitely looking forward to this one.
Yeah, me too.
We are in the 0-1 matchup, so both runners looking to take their first win of the tournament. And we are underway in race time, so should be catching up any moment here.
Excellent. Ing Caretaker Lake. I'm not sure how I feel about that, Hash.
Logical Caretaker is always something special.
Yes.
I realized in retrospect the seed, my last seed had Logical Caretaker with Screw Attack being in upper sank.
Uh-huh.
Good
That's
times.
Anyone in chat? Seems a little quiet.
What's going on with the restreams here?
Stream frozen, says Kirby. Or Kirby Fan 9000.
Yeah,
there are multiple Kirbys in our community.
Both runner streams are fine, so hopefully this is just a little hiccup on our restreams then, which will resolve itself.
Yes, I don't see anything moving for Caesar.
No RAs today. It's a plain old standard 2022 tournament preset. So again, we are featuring main power bombs required, as well as progressive grapples.
Yeah, that's an interesting change.
Yeah. Doesn't always have a huge impact. Sometimes you end up with the main PBs being earlier and both grapples being early, but it does have the potential of being a bit of a troll.
Yes. Ah, there's Caesar. Well, for a moment he was. Okay, now we seem to have him. Complete with eye tracker. I forgot he had one of those.
Yeah, that's kind of fun to see.
Yeah, it's cute.
The little flicks up to his health every once in a while, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. There's only so many things you can do to a stream to make it interesting, so might as well add a bell and whistle when you can.
Mm-hmm. So with Space Jump Boots, Arrow is showing that you can just jump outside the little force field here in this fight, and Alpha Splinter will just pretty much continually run into the wall, and also can't shoot you, so this is a free way to do the fight. I like this strategy a lot.
One of the reasons I like starting with Violet Translator is that you get an item at the starting location, and quite often it's an item that's useful for this fight.
Mm-hmm. This expansion, not a bad find. Not logical, but will let us check Storage Cavern B right first pass here in Temple Subway Site.
Yeah, that helps.
So just some ammo here. Yeah, we're going to go for the slope jump to pick it up.
Yeah, this is a neat trick. Okay.
Thanks you for... Yeah, I missed the hint. So I guess the main energy controller hint chat's saying is a E-Tank on Chica. So that's good news for our runners, that being dead.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we have here in Temple of Summit site? This is perfectly in logic with the Space Jump Boots. You do need to remember to trigger the cutscenes here, otherwise you'll get rudely repositioned after having killed Alpha Splinter.
Yes.
Ooh, Light Beam. That is not in logic yet, but a pretty good find.
Yes, and it means that that Arrow's decision to pick up that extra light ammo will pay off immediately.
Yeah, having 70 light ammo is pretty nice, especially early on when you can't farm without having Dark Beam.
There's a missile there, but welcome.
Yep, gets us to our priority drops. If we're ever down to 0 missiles, we are very likely to get a 10 drop. which is not true if you only have 5 capacity.
And with the light beam, it's already possible to move these dark blocks, which is a nice little time save.
Yep. That way you won't have to wait around for the block to move when you actually do want to go through the portal.
Yeah.
Not much else to do here in Temple Grounds. Both runners are going to be making the Aegon play here. Morph Ball related upgrade in Curse Lake. Interesting.
Now, that's usually just a power bond tank, but it could be several quite important things.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that, especially if we start seeing some of the Seekers or Dark Visors showing up early.
Yeah.
Quadrax is pretty neat. Alright, 2 dead bosses already.
Too. And first grapple beam, alright. This is quite a big start.
Yeah, that probably means Screw Attack is very early. Because I don't think... grapple on its own does almost nothing for us right away, so my assumption would be that the Seed placed both of them to give the Screw Attack.
Yeah, that seems likely.
See if Arrow takes a peek at Mining Plaza here.
Though whether he takes a peek or not, we will be unlikely to tell him know what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Yeah, I have no idea what that was.
No, me neither. And we had a race in the first round that hinged on the fact that one player was able to see what was in Mining Plaza and the other was not. Or mistook it for something else.
Yeah, that can definitely happen. Super missiles in particular can be difficult to distinguish from a regular missile, and it's kind of devastating if you leave them.
So we'll get another chance to see it on Caesar's side, or probably we will.
Perhaps not.
Yeah, maybe not.
We'll often pass through Mining Plaza heading backwards, and that's always a great opportunity to look at it without losing any time at all.
It's not a room we often just make one trip through.
So yeah, this is our only logical check, so this is presumably going to be something.
What do you have for us today, Luminoth Corpse? Oh.
I mean, missiles, okay.
Well, the Seed thinks that's progression.
Yep. So now we logically have Bomb Guardian. What else? That might be it. Bomb Guardian and Dark Missile Trooper. Just a missile up there in Mining Station A. We're opening up the gate here. I don't think we really want to head this direction yet. Yep, just open it
not
for
much
later.
to gain yet.
Can be prudent to open it, because you never know, like if you find, I don't know, say Dark Beam or something here on Bomb Guardian, you might want to dip into labs through the sand process, or the ventilation area A side, and yeah, that could be nice to have the gate unlocked in case you want to come out that way.
But with Dark Missile Trooper being so close to starting point, probably what we'll see them do is make a save here, go use quit to start, and go do that, and then load the save again.
Yeah, I think
so. Oh wait,
so.
that doesn't work, does it? Sorry, my mind is in Axiom Verge. I've been playing a lot of Randomizer and Axiom Verge, and that has a quick to and anytime you exit the game there, you keep all your stuff. You just restart from where your save was.
Yeah, and also somewhat unfortunately with the main energy controller start is that we're actually not all that close to Dark Missile Trooper.
Not as close. It's a bit more of a hike, I agree.
Yeah. They're unfortunately not setting up the 2-cycle strats here, so this will be a bit longer of a bomb guarding fight. Gives MightyCaesar a chance to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see if that works out.
Using Light Beam, I believe Charge Light Beam does a ton of damage, so that's a 2-cycle as well.
Yeah, in this game they made up for forcing us to collect beam ammo by making the beams extremely strong.
And speaking of Dark Beam, all right.
Yeah, you called it.
So yeah, with a little slope jump, we can escape this room. This is in a beginner slope jump, so this is perfectly in logic. Yeah, the question is, where do we take this Dark Beam? I think I like, going straight into the back of labs. That looks like what Arrow's going to do.
Yeah, that's right. There's you can't even read the hint yet in Energy Controller because that's amber, right?
Right, and we also need bombs to get through the controller
Yeah, of course.
axles.
What was I thinking?
You're having a little bit of trouble with this slope jump.
In case you've forgotten how to drop bombs, there's a helpful reminder on Arrow screen.
Thanks, game. If only we had them.
Yeah.
What's Caesar's plan? Caesar also contemplating just going straight into the back of labs. Now, I didn't see if Caesar also opened the gate, which might be a little awkward.
I'm not sure.
It's because this might force Caesar to save warp out of labs, because we don't have Spider right now to climb back up out of main reactor.
Right.
Oh, and there's our screw attack in storage D. That
Well,
is a good find.
Very much so. Screw attack is the PSP of this game. It only does everything.
Yeah. Inbounds, out of bounds, however you like. We'll get you around.
Want to open secret locks? Screw attack is there for you.
Yep. Fortunately, no power bombs here to make Dark Samus 1 free. But,
yeah,
she
now,
was
fortunately, not exactly a difficult boss no matter what you have, but except
screw
no
it.
energy tanks. That could be an issue.
Yeah. Screw attack is effective against all versions of Dark Samus, except DS4, I guess, but so like to see these strats here.
Yeah. But yeah, the trouble when you're fighting around no E-tanks is that, while you can kill her fast, she can kill you fast too.
Yeah, definitely, especially in this phase 2 when she starts using the super missiles and the whatever jump in the air dash ball thing attack.
Yeah, it's like a pseudo boost ball thing.
Yeah.
Actually, it's almost exactly Sonic the Hedgehog's homing attack.
It really is, yep. And gets her
There we go.
faster attack. Well executed there from Arrow.
Yep.
And with having already picked up the item on the storage D, we will have to reload the room some other way.
Caesar's in trouble. Let's hope he can pull this out.
Ooh, yeah. Not much energy and still a decent amount of health here on Dark Samus. I start to like Light Beam in the second phase of this fight, just because it travels faster and it's easier to hit
Yeah,
her
getting
with.
there fast is helpful.
Yeah, she doesn't give you as much time to line up a good shot, because she has all these attacks where she's invulnerable.
Yeah.
I believe that was just a missile there in Command Center. Here we're gonna go straight into Dark Labs here.
Yep.
That's spooky with only 100 energy.
Yeah, health is an issue, but with both beams, fortunately, you're not actually... you'll be able to do everything you want to there.
Mm-hmm. Free SDK, we take those.
Yeah, that saves a little time. Caesar's still having a little trouble here.
Yeah, definitely could be.
Excellent job of avoiding damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, taking it cautious, which is definitely good. I don't think Caesar saved at all, so this would be a full reset. So definitely want to play it safe, make sure this that you come out on top here.
Yeah.
I would like to see the light beam still, though. Here,
Can't
we're gonna
quite tell
watch
if he
these
has any light
doors.
ammo. I know he just ran out of dark.
Wrong priority drop game. We wanted health, not that. I did not see what Battleground was, but it looks like Arrow did not go for it. Alright, one
Almost
more
done with
charge
Dark
shot
Samus.
ought to do it, yep. And if you time it right, you can get one as soon as she comes out of this. Nice. Alright.
Don't scare us like that, Caesar.
Still good though. Cool under pressure, finishes off the fight there. Like serious business saying it was a Torvis key in Battleground. That's annoying. I understand Arrow not picking that up now, but you fear that you may be punished for it. Boost ball.
Well, a Torvis key, Chuck is dead, right?
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, so no problem.
Gosh, I'm not used to having that information so quick.
Yeah, it is an unusually good hint early on. Now, in case you've forgotten how to use the two beams, there's a helpful reminder on Arrow's screen.
Alright, so this will take us back to main reactor. I don't think Arrow actually looked at it, but knowing that if he was going to do these Dark Labs checks was going to get spit out there anyways, we'll have an opportunity to take a look when he emerges from the portal. Starting to run out of things to do in labs. We do still have Central Mining Station that neither runner has looked at, but the rest of the labs is locked by bombs.
And we just got a hint about a beam-related upgrade, but that's probably nothing. Usually those are ammo expansions.
Yeah. And it could never be supers, because we need supers to get down to Power Bomb Guardian, so the best it could be is Annihilator. And I don't think that's terribly likely.
Yeah, let's hope not. Or hope so, depending on whether you're hoping for content or not. Oh, now AeroRaiser's the one playing close to the line, health-wise.
Yeah. It's interesting start being forced right into labs with no extra health.
And it looks like Arrow doesn't want whatever he saw there.
Arrow heading this way. Nothing we can do here but save or save warp. Kind of like to see Central Mining Station from Arrow first before save warping. But we could pick it up upon returning to Aegon. It's not that far out of the way.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have those checks back in Temple Grounds, which are quite often important.
Yep, and it's just a missile anyway, so what do I know?
Yeah, but there's always that one time that it does turn out to be something important.
Yep. So actually, now that I think about it, this routing isn't too bad for Caesar. So Caesar can now go into Dark Labs, grab all those checks, and save warp.
Yeah.
Or did Caesar actually open the gate?
Yeah, we're not sure on that one yet.
So with Screw Attack, what do we have? So we do now have access to the GFMC crate. We still haven't seen Dark Missile Trooper. Yeah, that might be about it.
You break the bomb block in the hive area with Screw Attack?
Oh, cannot. Nope. The bombs were power bombs for that check.
What about behind the save station? I think you can break that one with...
that we can break, and we can get, but it won't be in logic right now because we don't have a way back from there. We would need either Emerald or Dark Visor Seekers.
That's right. Logic doesn't know about warp to start.
Yep. Now it's always possible that Emerald is just chilling there, in which case it would be perfectly in logic to go grab it.
Ah, yes, the edge case.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The Renovania can expect point of no return checks like that. Although, yes, as you said, it's not really a point of no return with the save station there that we can just warp to start. Now, also, did Arrow do storage B here? I don't think he did.
Storage B. Which one's storage B?
This one that Caesar's heading towards here.
Yeah, I don't think so. Or maybe. I know I've seen this room on one player's side.
Red key.
Which one?
Another Torvis key.
Weird. Okay.
Caesar, you're not going to be able to make much progress that way.
Oh yeah, the bomb rotating thing almost right away.
Yep. Remembers.
Yeah, too bad. Bombs are really quite critical in this game.
So hopefully Caesar will also make the Dark Labs play here. Pick up that boost ball. And then presumably we'll just save warp at that point.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we do get to see the crate here.
We may even get to see it twice.
Bomb! Okay.
Okay, that's pretty important. But getting it twice would be of no use, of course.
Alright, so that opened a lot of Aegon up. With both beams and bombs. And spaceship screw attack.
Yep.
We don't quite have logical access to Torvis or Sank yet. But yeah, plenty of new checks now.
Super missiles, right? We're missing some of those for Taurus. Or no, you can't.
Supers
you
would
can
do
get
it.
there
A suit would do it. Seekers would do it. Well, Seekers and Emerald are supers.
So you're not expected to do the Dark World at all without a suit?
No. To do Abandoned Base, logically expects a suit. So you have to need supers to go through the light world part, or
Right.
A suit.
Yeah, nobody likes doing it the Abandoned Base way anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be a bit spooky, especially with no E-tanks. If you bonk or something trying to head to the portal, you will pretty much be dead.
Yeah. We still don't speak any languages either.
Yeah. Normally, Amber makes a pretty early appearance, but we have not been able to track that down yet. Always nice to get that bunch of Aegon hints while you're running around cleaning up Aegon checks.
Yes.
Caesar looking at Mining Plaza there, I still have no idea what that was.
Yeah, afraid I couldn't tell either.
Caesar did not make the Dark Labs play, so we'll have to come back later for that boost ball, or maybe you can luck into a cannonball at some point.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Although we still haven't done some of the early game stuff that makes you lose cannonball, so we haven't opened up the Jump Guardian loop, and we haven't checked mining station access, so hopefully wouldn't find cannonball before doing those. Otherwise, you're gonna need to lose it.
Arrow gonna make this peek to see what the item is. Probably can't get it on just one E-tank, though.
Yeah, definitely not. But I do like this play. It is often... no idea what that was. It's been a suit a lot in some of these recent races, so I like the play of just making sure.
Yeah, if it did happen to be a suit, Arrow probably could have got it without dying.
So one of the weird quirks of that room is even if you pick up a suit in that room, you're still taking about like 5 damage per second. So it's like way less than the Inclog damage, but it's way more than normal Dark Suit damage. I have no idea why that happens, but I would be pretty questionable about being able to...
Yeah, now that I know that.
Yep.
Oh, Dark Burst on Caesar's side.
Oh, okay. Dark Missile Trooper. Arrow will have the advantage of being able to get both of these checks out of the way here. He's feeling particularly spicy, could go P Called on a dead, but that would require a Seeker skip.
Hmm.
Oh?
Looks like we may see that after all.
I could, so going... we could it could be Vanilla Seekers right now. Because we could logically come out of Temple Transport Amber. Oh, maybe just wanted this hint.
That's possible.
That could be Seekers. Yeah, but we could be expected to come out of Temple Transport Amber, boost up the half pipe, and then drop into Vanilla Seekers. Not terribly likely. But you never know.
Yeah, and Rando makes you forget how things went in vanilla, so sometimes when it expects you to do things the vanilla way, you've forgotten how. Arrow also making short work of Dark Missile Trooper, getting Dark Burst for his trouble. I guess we don't have the useless beam combos on the tracker, eh?
Nope, doesn't look like it. And yeah, Dark Burst, not really many uses. Bottomless bomb slots are probably the most common one, but even those, the trick just kind of sucks, so... uncommon to see people wanting to do it.
I remember a race in last year's tournament where there was an agreement to start with it was either Dark Burst or Sonic Boom, and a certain amount of ammo, and the goal was to see lots of bombless bomb slots, and then they got bombs like first thing in.
Of course. There's our Amber.
Oh, there's a translator. About time.
Let's see here. I don't Did Arrow get back to communication area? That might be the one checking on the temple grounds we're isolating, but I don't particularly mind leaving that for now. We can go kill Jump Guardian and then pick it up on the way to check in the ship.
You just got a hint that Reliquary contains a key, and unfortunately we've seen 2 red keys already and only 1 STK, so it's slightly more likely to be an STK there.
Mm-hmm. That's always fun. Reliquired, potentially.
Yep. Caesar finally getting his bombs.
Always good to find those.
While Arrow heading back to Agon with his amber in tow, if I may use that phrase of Captain Indies.
And yeah, we'll see what kind of information we get here, as well as a sandcast check. Plus now we have access to the rest of labs, and more importantly, the Jump Guardian loop.
Yep.
Yep. Mineshaft, inventory, A2. So there's actually a number of checks by the temple as well. Let's hope that's not required. 2 modes with gravity boost.
Ah.
The transit tunnel east is the one check in these settings that pretty much hard requires gravity. Transit tunnel south logically does as well, but you can possibly wall crawl that. Not sure
thanks,
if
game.
Yeah. You better watch your health here. These pirates actually can put out some damage.
Yeah. The lack of health in this seat is continuing to be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there we go.
About time.
Yeah, I think I ever had that same thought with a couple of little raid shots there.
There are only so many ways for a player to communicate while in play, but the players in this community have proven quite eloquent with the means of Samus's cannon.
Yep. Yeah, I always like the runners injecting a little bit of personality as they're going through the seed.
Yeah. And a couple of dark troopers shouldn't be much trouble. Though if you get early power bomb seeds too many times, you really get spoiled for parts like this.
Mm-hmm.
Echo Visor in Dark Agon somewhere. That's probably in this loop here that he's about to do.
Yep, yeah, we've checked a decent chunk of the late Dark Aegon, so good chance it's here. Unless it's on a Morbus again.
Yeah. So we're seeing a good puzzle skip here.
Barely misses that.
Yeah, it's not the easiest one in the world to do, but there's a quick backup. So he doesn't skip the entire puzzle, but most of it.
Fortunately, the last block here is the only one we actually need to destroy, and then the whole puzzle's complete.
A common theme in games like this, that they only make the last part functional.
Mm-hmm. Caesar hopefully will check Hive Chamber. Yes, remembers at the last minute there. We'll have Amber.
Yeah, wouldn't want to leave without that. Okay, now we're getting some very important news on Arrow's side. Apparently, and I have this on pretty good authority, the atmosphere of Dark Aether is dangerous.
I enjoyed there was one race in the tournament where both runners had light suit before entering this, and it was like, dangerous, what?
Yeah, dangerous to some people. Not
it's like
you.
light Aether, except I get healed sometimes. What's that? Translator? Or was that the Echo? some sort of HUD system. Arrow's going to go for it, so we'll know soon enough what it was.
Alistair making the important point in chat that some safe zones must be shot to function.
Now the Luminov cheaping out, not putting the crystals everywhere. Shame on them.
Boy, these early game enemies were not at all prepared for you to have screw attack.
Yeah. Second E-Tank. Arrow will pretty happily take that, I believe.
Yep. And with boost, we can get up this half pipe, which normally you have to come back for.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. We'll be able to check pretty much everything. The only thing we can't pick up is junction site, but at least we can look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to be able to pretty much full clear this area on your first pass. Oop, did we lose?
Well, that's not just me. Good.
Yep. Make sure things are all right on their ends. Be another hiccup here on the restream.
Meanwhile, Boletta reminds us that we can use the scan visor to get info about our surroundings. I think that's for a different game, but thanks anyway. Come on, SpeedGaming. You can do it.
Nice. Arrow already took a peek at junction site, but I was watching ads until after he got out of there, so I don't know what junction site
Fortunate.
was. Now is heading for the check near Amorbus. Trial tunnel. And there's our Seekers.
Aha.
So Seekers in Trial Tunnel. Meanwhile, Caesar is picking up the E-Tank out of Sand Cache. And we're going to see a little bit of route divergence. Caesar is heading towards Aegon Temple area.
Yes, I've been wondering.
Amber. Yeah. Let me guess, it's Seekers.
Feed is back. Good.
Okay.
Caesar, meanwhile, finding out the highly useful information about where the bombs are.
Yeah. Alright, so we are going to miss out on the information of whatever was in Junction Site, as well as in Cache 4, which I presume Arrow already checked. But yeah, we do know that the Seekers were found in Trial Tunnel, and now we're going to get the Jump Guardian fight. Fight in quotation marks.
And as it usually goes, if the thing in Junction Site was important, then by definition Arrow will go back for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Arrow is, believe it or not, fighting Jump Guardian at the moment. If you haven't seen this before, the deal is that Jump Guardian's body is actually already there in his hitbox with it. So you can deplete his HP down to only 1, and then start the fight, and one more hit will finish him. Lots of fun quirks like that in this game. And what do you have?
I do not see a visor on Arrow's HUD, so that HUD system, assuming that was a HUD system across roads, possibly. Ooh.
Oh no, speaking of, Dark Visor is very important.
We got a lot of HUD systems in Aegon then. If we still
Yeah.
have Echo here, as well as the Stark Visor and whatever
And
the heck
Caesar
was.
just got the hint about exactly that fact.
Huh. Good info.
The other
Caesar
thing
also...
in the controller was an E-Tank, which again is welcome.
Caesar may dip into Vent Area A briefly again, but I imagine that Dark Visor hint is going to lead him towards Jump Guardian now.
Yeah, I would certainly waste no time going and getting it.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Now, we don't know what Amorbus has yet, so that could still be important.
True, yep. Arrow with their Seekers will... Okay, so Arrow is heading towards Torvis, which makes me think that this was Emerald. Because there's nothing we can do there unless we have Emerald. But if we do have Emerald, then Underground Tunnel, as they say, always has
always progression, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a smart place to go.
Gonna refill himself to 10 missiles just in case he gets Seekered.
Yes, using the drop system.
Yeah, don't want to take an elevator ride of shame.
The second it did.
Yeah, nice 20% chance there of the health drop instead.
Yeah. Echoes is thoughtful, but only so thoughtful.
And I was once again not paying enough attention to Caesar, so I don't know what event area A was.
Ah, yes, I missed that too.
Dark Ammo, thank you, Op.
Okay.
And generally, thanks, Op, as well, for doing the tracking for us tonight.
Yes, always very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Arrow nailed one of the more awkward Seeker locks in the game. I've wasted a lot of missiles trying to open that one.
And yes, we do indeed have Emerald. So actually, with Boost and Dark Beam and Light Beam, we have a lot of Torvis open.
Yes.
And I like sticking around here because we have a lot of hints to read.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, was I a prophet or what? I'd be mad too.
Okay, so Morvis's Annihilator, which, if that gravity boost is required, so is the Annihilator Beam, because we need Annihilator to get to Hive Energy Controller.
Quite right.
So, yeah, if that grab boost is required, that means both Quad and Amorbis need to be killed. It would be quite something. Plus, there's a ton of other checks that are locked by Annihilator, so I'd say about... Scan the portal. I don't know if that was on purpose. Oh, that's a great find.
Oh, is that main PBs?
That was main PBs.
Oh, yeah, that's huge. Meanwhile,
Nice
Caesar did a two-step process, but successfully got the trick, which was cool.
Nice.
Alright, so main PBs. Almost everything that Arrows had to walk past in the last couple of minutes, PBs would have gotten him, so...
Oh, that's right, yeah. MightyCaesar didn't go pick up that boost ball. So that boost ball is going to be doing work here for Arrow.
Yes.
So it actually turned into a pretty big advantage. There are means to pick up this Crossroads item without boost. I'm not sure if Caesar knows them or is comfortable with them. It is fairly difficult.
Yeah, and besides the things that Boost Ball lets you get, it also just makes you go faster. And along with being a puzzle to solve, this is also a race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the longer it takes, the more time Arrow will have with that movement advantage. Can continue building a bit of lead here. Alright, so we will get to see what these two checks were, which Arrow picked up / looked at while we lost the stream feeds there for a bit.
Yep, just a missile there. Caesar taking advantage of the fact that you can stand on a darkened crystal, and in fact, it's a little taller than it is when it's light.
Yep. And what junction
site cometh?
Alright. So that's nice for both the runners. Don't need to worry about trying to come back here at some point.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here in...
Ooh, STK.
I always like running into these when I'm just doing checks.
Yes, agreed. And deciding not to do the rather complex Torvis Plaza check.
Yeah, without Spider, it is very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty cool trick, but it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's over there? Just ammo.
And another
Oh.
STK. All right.
Well, this is saving us some time later.
Yeah, a bunch less keys to track down here. And a lot fewer keys that can be Annihilator or Gravity locked.
Yep.
But it only takes one.
That's right. Boy, imagine if you only had to get 6 of the 9 STKs or something like that.
That would be interesting, yeah.
We're lucky that would be so hard to program.
I think Dark Zero talked at one point about having like progressive STKs.
Oh, yeah?
In which case, something like if you could dupe one in the crate, that would basically mean that you didn't need to collect one of the other ones.
Yeah.
That would be
It
pretty
would
cool.
definitely be a programming challenge, but it would certainly it would be fun.
Yeah.
Long door load for Arrow. There are a couple of these in the Prime games. Artifact Temple being the most famous.
Not sure what Arrow's concerned about here. There's those Seekers for Mighty Caesar.
Yep. So Arrow didn't quite get a couple of the time saves here, but it's still not that long a fight.
Yeah, he lands the charged arc beam shots, which is pretty good there.
Yeah.
Actually lacking missiles to get the homing hits on the troopers. Yeah, it is possible with a well-placed charged arc beam shot to kill one of the flying pirates right as it spawns. The goop will attach to the other one, and then a missile will end the fight.
Yeah, that's always cool to see. And a charged light beam shot can take out the ship right away.
Yep.
Another STK. What is this, Torvis? The T in STK is for Torvis today.
Yeah. No means to get up to the energy controller yet without out of bounds.
Yeah, that's that lack of super missiles is starting to tell.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, super is really all the only thing standing in the way of our runners getting SDK hints here as well. Definitely be nice to have.
Yep. You know what else would be nice to have? A suit.
True.
We're this far into the seed and neither suit has shown up.
Yep. At least we're starting to get a healthy number of E-tanks in our belt here.
Yes, that's certainly much better. Okay, some information about the Hive Temple keys. But I think the odds of us needing those are extremely low because, in fact, we won't. Because Annihilator's on Morbus, so just go get it.
Yep. Get a peek here at Portal Chamber as well as Lagoon, which we could pick up with a air underwater trick if it's something good. Another E-tank.
Yeah,
And,
good,
much
but not
never
worth
say
the time,
yeah.
probably.
I'll pretty much never say no to E-tanks if I'm still suitless though. So I'm
yes.
not too surprised if Arrow picks that up during the Dark Torvus loop here, which I assume will be coming after this check.
Yeah. Yeah, what do we have?
Ammo of some sort.
Yeah, that was just ammo. Too bad we won't get to see the one of the cooler tricks in the game.
All right, Caesar.
Or will we? Sorry, for a second there it looked like that was what he was doing, but no.
I'm sending Caesar my go-to labs vibe. Dark Labs. With AeroRaiser, he will have the advantage of being able to check battlegrounding cache.
That's handy.
Know if either of them check the hint. Oh, actually, yeah, I can head back. We haven't seen this play either, the Mining Station B hint and item. Fortunately, without power bombs, Mighty Caesar will have to leave storage A behind.
Oh, Caesar's heading to Sank.
Can't hit the Sank without
Or, that's
power
not
bombs.
Sank, that's the Dark
Yeah,
Burst
the Mining Station B, yep. This might be another E-Hive key? I think one was in Aegon.
Yeah, I think you're right. But that doesn't mean
Yep.
that's it. Oh, it is. And what do we have there? Looks like ammo.
See if Arrow wants to do Boost Guardian here.
Oh, that's a
Although,
hit, of course.
could pick that. Could do that on the way
Oh,
out. Too.
that's
Ooh.
huge.
Oh no!
Now we know where the super missile is.
Yeah. Okay.
It's or a J. Which one's that?
That's the check right here, but he can't do it without a power bomb. So he's got to get that boost ball, take it to Torvis, but then at least he'll know as soon as he finds the main PBs to come right back here, grab those supers. Whereas,
which is something that Arrow's unlikely to think of right away. He'll probably try Sank first.
Yeah, potentially. Although, yeah, that's true. We do have Sank access now, although we only really have it through Aegon Temple area. So hopefully if you're passing through Aegon Temple again, you just go do that check, get that hint, in which case you will find it. So probably not too bad for Arrow here.
Yeah.
But it's definitely nice information for Caesar.
Just a missile here, but why not?
Yeah. Let's see if Arrow decides to take the 2 portals for an E-Tank here. Not yet. Perhaps on the way back. Okay, Caesar is heading back to the labs, so this should net him that boost ball, which is good.
Yeah.
What's Arrow's plan here? We can't do Cash B, we can't go back that way. Maybe just going to take the save/health refill. Or is he just done with Torvis and going to save warp?
Also possible. Yeah,
like
looks like that's the play. So is it back to Aegon or?
So we've skipped Boost Guardian. I kind of wish he had done Boost Guardian. That is in logic right now.
Yes.
I think. Maybe combat. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it expects a suit. I don't know if it expects the powerbomb quick kill. Because this certainly is not a comfy amount of health.
No,
for
not
a regular
all.
fight.
There is no comfy amount of health for a suitless Boost Guardian fight. That boss and Spider Guardian together have done more to infuriate Metroid players out of playing the game at all than Dark Samus could ever dream of.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. We will get a look under the save station here. Arrow could take this down to Phazon grounds as well.
Caesar working on a trick to skip Boost here. Little knowing that Boost is not far from where he is.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I do like the play, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
well done.
Interesting. That's a different method of unmorphing than I do. Wonder if that's more reliable. Might have to give that a try myself.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about these races. We, no matter how good you are, you can still learn stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool to see the little slight variations in techniques that people come up with over time.
Yeah. Every tournament, some new trick sort of enters the community that had been out of fashion for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just a missile expansion, not particularly with the treble.
Unfortunately, we'll also have to do this BSJ now to leave.
Yeah, that's a little awkward.
Yeah, this sand Samus likes to kind of roll off of.
And we're going to see a hint on Arrow's side.
So
a suit hit, finally. And it's in Cat West.
That's okay. Good to know, but, well, I say that, and we totally can get to Cat West right now. So for the future, Caesar, one bomb is actually enough for this, and it makes it much easier because trying to land from a bomb jump on this sand unfortunately cannot scan this. Nope.
Oh, too bad.
Gotta brute force it. Oh god, the 13 Hive Key was in Temple Grounds. This could just be all for nothing.
Oh, to see the look on Arrow's face if that's what it is.
The other little thing for this is I think the lip of this ramp is lower in the middle, so once you do get the BSJ heading kind of into the middle above where the item is, makes it a little more lenient. And it
that
is an
indeed
ink
was
key.
the third ink key.
Yeah, Arrow not
he's
thrilled with
mad.
that. Good
Oh,
job,
and the
Seekers.
speaker door has also decided to mess with him.
Yep.
Now, it's not too hard to leave this room without
A
using
different one. I think you want to be a little closer to this door. See this to work well. There, okay.
There we go.
So we're still having trouble here. I don't even hate the idea of... So, like, he wants to check bioenergy here. It's not, like, that much slower to check bioenergy from the front at this point. With screw attack, we can climb the room pretty quick, which neutralizes kind of one of the... Yeah, I really want to try to get to the middle above the item once you get the jump. It'll help,
In Caesar's place, I would definitely either... At this point, I would definitely either go around, or depending on when my last save was, revert to that.
Yeah. Like, he's definitely not soft-locked. He can head out back to command center.
Yeah,
this is a bit tricky of a slope jump, though.
So, what's your game now, Arrow?
Good question. So we have... So it's probably... In my shoes, I think... Or in Arrow's shoes, I think I would make the Aegon Temple into Sank play. Grab that suit out of Cat West.
Arrow shoes sound stylish. Maybe they even let you fly.
But Arrow is going to check out Dynamo Chamber we now have, as well as the GFNC ship, and apparently he liked whatever was in... Oh wait, no, we have a Cursed Lake, which is a morph ball system. This could be our spider.
Indeed.
Oh, and Caesar is up. Nicely done, Caesar.
Well done, Caesar.
Perseverance pays off.
Yeah. And I've seen longer than that spent on tricks in tournament races.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you get pretty determined to finally nail it the longer you're trying. Well, that's interesting. Arrow's not going for whatever he saw.
Yeah, he's after
maybe
this
he's
morph
going
ball
for the
system.
Reliquary key. But no, Reliquary has Inkstorm, right?
Yeah, so this is the Cursed Lake check, so we know this is some sort of morph ball related. So it's either a burger or ideally spider. And it is spider. Great play there from Arrow. Heads up. Remembering that hint and getting there as soon as that became in logic. So now that puts Cat West suit in logic. I was not considering the fact that we didn't have... Oh, you know what? Actually, we had the vanilla way to get into Upper Tank with Dark Visor Seekers. So the spider wasn't actually necessary. But still really good to have if you're going to be heading towards Sank.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Arrow heads to Sora J right about now, he is in excellent shape for the remainder of this seed, I think. Assuming we don't get trolled by that Annihilator and Gravity Boost.
Yeah. Gotta get hints at some point, too. But, again, without a suit... Yeah, he'll go for the suit before getting hints.
Mm-hmm. This is going to continue the Temple Grounds loop first. I don't hate this play. We do get a hint out of Port of Transport access, which is always nice to have, as well as a few checks we haven't seen yet.
Always funny watching a player sort of fidget for a while, waiting for the power bomb ability to come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll see people sometimes when they go through this room for the first time after the gates are down, they'll just like they'll like take the upper route and then lay a power bomb as they land. Mm-hmm. And that way, the next time they come through, they can destroy the other one and just roll straight on through.
Yeah.
Because, waiting for the power bomb is pretty annoying.
Saving a power bomb by using screw.
We'll see if Arrow is tempted...
Really...
Oh, go ahead.
For some reason, the game really wanted you not to come back to this area until quite late in the game.
Mm-hmm. So see if Arrow is tempted by Sank entrance. And MightyCaesar does track down that boost ball. 100 STK. All right.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty big. We now have nearly half the STKs without getting hints.
Ooh, scan dash almost takes him over to the door.
I remember when Prime 2 came out, one of the things that we were all delighted by was that they had brought back the Super Metroid door colors.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be surprised how many people were really annoyed in the first Prime when missile doors weren't red anymore.
Yeah. Also, the weird behavior where if you approach them from behind, which I guess wouldn't really happen to many casual players, but it's weird seeing a door open and trying to walk through and being blocked by like an invisible shield.
Okay, Caesar using Dark Visor to investigate this item here.
Bonks.
Unfortunately,
fight, though.
Those platforms are not always the easiest to negotiate with Screw.
Yeah. That's just... Oh my gosh. See, learned another new thing. I didn't know there was a sandable there to climb that room.
There is, yes.
There's a nice sea tank there, though. Abort. Okay.
Yeah, no need for those.
Did catch what was in Wind Chamber Gateway.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Need 2 sets of eyes. Watch both screens at once. So we still haven't found this Echo Visor in Aegon, in Dark Aegon. I'm starting to run out of places for it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's in the Annihilator room.
Yeah, in cache 2, Warriors Wall. Is that it?
Might be.
It can't be Dark Oasis, it can't be a Morbus. Feeding Pit. Thanks to Caesar for showing me the map there, so I could remember that check.
It was good timing. Now, we don't know yet if Echo Visor will be required, but you don't want to be without it if it is.
Right. Yeah, it would not surprise me too terribly if there was just one trolley STK. Yeah, main gyro or something that's going to require both Echo and Annihilator.
Yeah, that was also... Oh, that's right. What happened in the other race wasn't that wasn't a failure to see what was in Mining Plaza. It was that one player didn't know you didn't need Annihilator for the Echo puzzle in that room.
In
Mining Plaza.
Oh, in Mining Plaza. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to remember these finicky little details.
Mm-hmm. I was interested in this.
I just heard Alucard in my head going, I'm interested in this.
Oh, it's an E-Tank.
Okay. Yeah, I would want it too.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice crunchy phase-on grounds there.
Yeah. It's very satisfying to screw attack through Metroids.
Mm-hmm.
Metroids didn't really make a good showing in this game. There's like a few in Agon Labs, and then there's these dark ones which are less intimidating than the normal kind.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Caesar is following up again with the correct play here. Or at least is grabbing this Emerald. But hopefully, after grabbing Emerald, we'll take this route into Torvis here, grab those main PBs, and honestly, maybe the first one to Supers.
Yep, that's true. He has that advantage.
Yeah. Really was not much else in Torvis, was there?
Well, main PBs. Oh, you probably mentioned that.
Yeah, but if he turned around after the main PBs... did Eric even really get anything there?
I feel like there was stuff, but I'm not sure what it was. Oh, it was STKs. There were a bunch of STKs.
Oh, there were STKs there, yeah.
I believe the game just reminded us that energized safe zones don't last forever. Good to know.
I think that would still work out pretty well for Caesar, though. Even if you leave those STKs, being able to come back to Torvis with supers will let you route it all pretty cleanly, assuming there's like anything else in Torvis that's super locked that you can pick up.
In chat, Gun reminds us that one way to remember the difference between those Echo puzzles is that the Annihilator ones all have little posts. If you're aiming up to shoot something, that's not an Annihilator puzzle.
Yep, exactly.
So we're going to see Sank entrance, always a good time.
Nice little enemies here that you can farm.
Yeah.
Get a PB for the incoming pirate fight. And yes, Caesar is making the Torvis play, which is a good call here.
Yeah.
It was a well-placed power bomb.
Yeah, it certainly
pirates. Oh, that one hadn't spawned yet? Okay. I thought it had killed, like, all of them.
Yeah, got most, but not all.
Yep. Still pretty good.
Yeah, and the familiar Metroid freeze and a missile combo is just as good.
Mm-hmm. Quick work of those pirates.
Though one of them did take some serious revenge on his visor.
Yeah.
Now, leaving the room to reload it so that the puzzle will work properly, or whatever it is. But you only have to go far enough into this room to load the one after it.
Right. Yep, typically heading about halfway through the rooms will get you to the load trigger of the next one. And when you hit the load trigger for the next room, it'll unload the room behind you.
Because only 2 rooms can be loaded at a time, as Zoid was reminding us on his Twitter. Zoid's Twitter has been a smorgasbord this last month, as he's posted lots of little secrets about the making of Prime for the anniversary. I did not mean to freeze the stream with what I said, but apparently I have done that.
Alright, I will shoutcast from the future again here. Arrow is climbing Sank entrance here.
Meanwhile, I'm going to post the link to Zoid's Twitter in the chat, so anyone who is interested can go check that out.
Yeah,
not now, though. We're watching a race.
There were some fun stories in that about the development of Prime. Definitely worth a read.
Lots of good stuff. Still frozen. Okay, you watch Arrow's Twitch, I'll watch Caesar's.
Okay. Sank entrance was a suit. So that was a heads-up play by Arrow to go get that suit. And he's actually going to parlay in this into going to Sank proper. So this is a highly reasonable play.
Yeah,
but it will mean that he does not find those supers for probably quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Caesar is doing that one with the tree, Torvis Grove, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, the Med Vista was the power bombs, and then Torvis Grove is the tree one here. So yeah, let's see if Caesar continues into Torvis or just heads straight back for those supers. I really like the supers play here.
Yeah.
Honestly, supers into hints, I think, might be a way that Caesar gets back into this. Having the knowledge of where exactly he needs to go could be pretty powerful.
It certainly could.
He's going to stay in Torvis. So this will at least get him those SDKs, so he'll catch up on that front.
Yeah.
But we'll delay the supers a little bit. Who needs hints when you'll just run into some of the SDKs anyways?
The restream is back, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, it sounded like you were slightly ahead of Caesar's speed. Bad bonk on Hero's side, unfortunately. Such a play.
It does take out Quentin for the ability to save here in the future. Save and or save warp, but unfortunately we'll have to deal with these res bits now.
Yeah.
One of the more annoying enemies.
Yeah, anything that can just make itself immune for a while whenever it wants can be extremely annoying. Just a missile there, so we won't have to see the trick. It's a pretty neat trick. You stand on one of the spheres and screw attack in, but that's okay. Saving the trouble is also good. Taking a peek at the map. Mini gyro.
What are these Aegon keys? I'm amazed we haven't come across a single one yet.
That's a good point. Now, like all the other puzzles in the game, this one is not randomized, and I sometimes just sit and think, boy, how frustrating would that be for players if it were?
There are, I believe, plans in the future to randomize this and the main gyro color puzzles.
Yeah, I had heard that.
Yep.
And there
That'll
are
be
others
kinda cool.
that can be randomized, too, for even more frustration.
I imagine you'll still have access to the little scan post that tells you how to do that puzzle in vanilla if you haven't memorized it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be a bit of an adjustment. Arrow is still on the collect every E-tank that we can, which a little less powerful now that we have Dark Suit, but still can't really blame you for going through these. You never know if you'll have to do Reliquary or something, especially with that being a key. Although I guess Arrow also knows where Light Suit is now, huh? Because
That's right, yeah.
We have the hands.
Cat West.
And he found the other one. Yep.
By the way, the trick Arrow just did is much easier than it looks, and I highly recommend it to players who are learning the game to give it a shot, even though it looks quite tricky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Even if you don't have Screw, you can use use Space Jump and grab the spider track, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Very satisfying to skip that stupid puzzle.
Yeah, especially the Space Jump and Spider Ball strat is it's pretty easy to pick up. It's just a little bit of timing on when to press Morph during your Space Jump.
Yeah.
And yeah, skipping that vanilla puzzle is very nice, because it is
Yeah,
real long.
It's right up there with plasma processing.
Mm-hmm. A little more ammo here in Hasten Cliff. Ooh, gets yeeted back by the Dark Bamboo thing.
Yeah, well, that saves a little time on the return. Oh, it kept him there. Okay.
And for whatever reason, taking Terminal Fall in that room just deletes the Metroid. For reasons I also don't understand.
And I didn't see what was in what is the dark version of that room? Cooling chamber?
Culling Chamber, yep.
Yeah, I didn't see what it was, but Air doesn't want it.
Right. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure either. Arrow could have chosen to stay in the Dark World, go up and solve the Seeker Dark Visor puzzle. It's probably very slightly slower, but it does open up that portal for future routing if you ever needed it, for something like Hive Gyro. So I don't mind this play, but it might have been a little bit nice to go do that, get that puzzle out of the way just in case.
Whoa! Look at all them power bombs.
Yep. Drop table does not change, or only changes every frame. So if you blow up a bunch of stuff on the same frame, you will get the same drop table, which means the priority power bombs. Now you do got to be careful. I remember hearing that there's a crash, I think, in that room if you lay a power bomb. Breaking too many things at once.
Yeah, Sank has a number of crashes because of the ambitious level design.
Yes. So large rooms, lots of textures. Large aether boxes. Or,
Yeah.
Caesar finishing the light Torvus cleanup here. We'll see. At this point, I imagine he will make the Dark Torvus play here as well. Curious to see if he does decide to do Boost Guardian, or is this going to be a save warp?
Arrow didn't quite make it into that bomb slot. I never make it either, so I feel his pain.
Interesting save warp. I wonder where he's off to now. Maybe it's just a play for the supers? But I'm not sure. It might have been about as fast to just take the Torvus to Aegon elevator.
Yes.
Now, if Caesar happens to go... Oh no, we don't have Dark Visor yet. Caesar cannot pick up the Spider Ball yet.
Right. Yeah, it's probably the super missile play.
Yeah.
Probably hoping to find something else on the way, maybe.
Yeah, Super Send Hints is a good play.
Okay, made that one.
Arrow taking care of both parts of this puzzle. We'll set him up later once he has Echo to get the check here, and Airy if, God forbid.
Yeah. Well, RA Humor, if that's your bag, then by all means give it a go. I would not want to be in that position myself, beating the game with no E-tanks and no missile expansions, but it can be done.
Yeah, that would be very challenging.
Yeah. So what do we have here? Just ammo? No, that's the Sonic Boom.
Ooh.
Most important item in the game.
It has Eclipse Darkburst, given its use in the Grapple Guardian fight that was somewhat recently discovered.
Ah, right.
Ooh, yeah, quad with no energy would be pretty tricky.
Yeah, I've seen it done, but it's extremely difficult. In fact, you can even do quad with no E-tanks and no suits, but you need godly drops.
Aaron's going back up. I don't think he ever looked at main research, but maybe this is... He wants to take a look at Vault and then head back down again. We also have ATS and watch station stuff. So yeah, maybe he just wanted to get the suit out of the way first.
Yeah.
Probably would have been a little bit faster to save that to the end, but really not a big time loss taking the cannons back up. Caesar may make this Sank entrance play. Won't be able to parlay it into Sank proper like Arrow did without Dark Visor, but at least would pick up the suit if he commits to this.
Yes.
Let's see if he does. No.
Nope, turning around.
Can't fault this. It is tough. It is a long, slow check.
Yeah.
And for all we know, that suit isn't required. It is perfectly possible to beat the game with Dark Suit if none of the keys are locked by the Light Suit.
By the way, judging by his hood, it looks like Caesar does have Dark Visor.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So then hopefully we'll remember to check a Cursed Lake.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Arrow doing some nifty standable stuff to skip this puzzle. Ah, but did not quite get that bit. That's okay, you can fail this a couple of times and then we'll still be faster than the puzzle.
At that point, if he checks Spider Ball and then goes straight for supers, like he'll actually have the progression lead. Arrow's going to have covered a lot more ground, but a lot of these checks haven't really been anything terribly exciting. We'll have the advantage of the lights, well, both suits, which is a pretty big advantage, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, Caesar could make a quick run of this if the SDKs are fine, or like relatively kind.
Yeah, I'm quite curious about those last 4 STKs we don't know yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll definitely determine. Like, there's a big difference between how bad the seed can be depending on where these are. Yeah. Gravity would be really bad.
Oof.
Ugh, getting bullied by the lasers there. Yep.
This is one of the few items in the game that you cannot peek, so there's no way to avoid doing part of the puzzle.
Yep. I think there's some way to get and/or look at this from out of bounds, but
from out of bounds,
nobody wants to do out of bounds in Sank unless you're really forced to.
Yeah.
Probably a little frustrated at this room. I still struggle with this room. Like, this is one of those, like, you do this so many times that you like feel like you should have this down and like get it every time, and it's it's just hard enough that you won't. STK on area is possible, and that would also require us to find those 3 worm keys and fight a Morbus. So that would be quite a troll if true.
Yeah, I would not count on a Morbus being skippable. Annihilator is required for quite a few things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can do it, Era.
Gets back on the spider track.
Yeah.
Couple good bomb jumps, and we are free and clear. Nicely done.
Good.
And a reward
Oh,
is some
such a
light ammo.
shame.
I don't believe we have the Aegon key hint yet.
No, we haven't seen it.
We have not done our lower Torvis Emerald hints yet. We haven't done Torvis Energy Controller hint yet. And it's okay, Caesar's making this play to Spider. So yeah, this is quite good for Caesar. The knowledge of the supers and otherwise having most every progression item that Arrow has is pretty strong. Is that our Cobalt? That must be our Cobalt, because Echo is not here. That's convenient.
Yep, good to have.
A little annoying to find it at the end of our Sank loop, and now have to decide whether we want to route all the way through again to get all those hints.
Yeah, we may even hear the words of O'Lear today.
Yep.
All right, Spider Ball acquired on Caesar's side.
Yeah, great find. And
Those
bonks off the
huntering.
huntering.
The Hunter
No, you could
remind me so much of Shadows from Babylon 5.
Yeah, they are one of the worst enemies in this game.
Yeah, they're very annoying.
I really hate this area, especially on Dolphin. The load getting back into Plane of Dark Worship is so long that you take so much. You almost take an E tank of damage waiting for this stupid room, the stupid door to open.
Arrow, meanwhile,
And
is
you
just
have to
been reminded that if he's out of ammo for one of his beams, he can charge up and fire a normal shot that way.
Yeah. Not the most useful hint, but that is, I think, both of our joke hints accounted for, so the rest should be a little more helpful than that.
Amber Translator,
Well,
not useful.
Never mind. Maybe they won't be more useful. Arrow not gonna trek back to Energy Controller, looks like. We'll be leaving the O'Lear hint behind.
Too bad.
It's a bit slow without Annihilator.
Yeah.
Kind of got to backtrack through Sank Temple Access. And Sank Temple Access is also not terribly fun to get out of with the equipment Arrow has.
Yeah. It is very important to hear the words of O'Lear, but not as important as winning the race.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Arrow's going to set that aside and go hear the words.
Well, all right.
Yeah, I like this. Getting all your hints is can be pretty powerful. Sometimes the thing you're looking for is not hinted, but enough of the time it is that you can pretty much solve the seeds.
And come to think of it,
Although,
Arrow...
you know, I say this, what does Arrow not know?
Well, he hasn't seen the super missile hint yet, right?
Oh, right, he hasn't seen the super... Okay,
so he's still looking
he would
for
be
that.
looking for that. Right. And brutally, the super missile hint is right next to super missiles, so even though they are hinted, it's not actually any use to him at all, because he would do that check anyways as soon as he gets down there.
Cool.
Nice dark burst.
And whatever was under the floor must not have been of interest.
Yep, probably not. And yeah, Caesar is going to go grab
Grapple
these
beam.
supers out of storage, eh?
I think there's a couple of
grab-
places where it's slightly faster. Is this one of them?
Yes. Yeah, the movement while grappling is slightly faster than screw attack movement. So anywhere that it lets you go straight across is a little bit faster.
Nice. And an E-tank for his treble. Also good. Morph ball system in Dark Agon. That's the boost ball.
That would be our boost, yep.
Arrow! Arrow, who raised you, son?
Giving O'Lear the
man, I
cold
can't believe
shoulder.
this. Okay, I'm cheering for Caesar now.
And there are
Okay,
our
Caesar has his
supers.
super missiles. That is going to be huge.
So, do you go straight for hints, or do you check Warrior's Walk? Because Warrior's Walk has a decent chance of just being our Echo Visor. There's only 3 unchecked Dark Aegon checks that it can be.
Yeah, that's probably the play. Super missile also unlocks that one room in labs, right?
It does, yep. We have Storage C now as well.
Yeah, I can never remember which storage is which.
think I'm in. Ooh, Arrow going straight for Spider Guardian. That's a interesting play. This is a slow fight, but
especially without cannonball.
3 checks, I guess. Was the did he scan? Was the ink bearer, the key bearer, say anything interesting?
You mean for the Spider Guardian fight?
Yeah, for Hive Dynamo Works.
It was not important whatever Dynamo Works had. But I might be misremembering, and Arrow must be doing this for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, it is locking one check that you never get any information on until you fight him.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, if the category of the keybearer hint was interesting, then maybe this is for Hive Dynamo Works.
What a dick move for Spider Guardian to go the other way first.
So yeah, I think here from Caesar, I would like to see Warriors Walk into just save warping out of the Nero Orbit save station. Storage, he feels a bit slow, given the amount of other things that are open.
Yes. And of course, you don't want to wait on hints any longer than you really have to.
Mm-hmm. Here we're showing this little bit of kind of standable stuff in the Phase 3 of the Spider Guardian fight.
But yeah, this is another case where an upgrade spoils you if you don't for when you don't have it. Cannonball makes this fight an absolute breeze.
Mm-hmm.
Though there's no version of Spider Guardian that isn't a nuisance.
Alright. Oop. Okay, so not gonna see Warriors Walk, but are gonna go back to Torvis. Supers do unlock a decent chunk of stuff for us there.
Yes.
Lower Torvis access now, as well as the Torvis Energy Controller and its hint.
Yeah, now that said, if I were leaving the area, I would definitely get hints first.
Yeah, I would like to get, because you might be in go mode.
Yeah.
If it's just like 4 STKs in Sank somewhere, there's no reason to be doing any other checks unless you're not. I mean, maybe you're not comfortable with suitless final bosses, which is entirely fair. You want to fight it in this one suit, but we do have a decent chunk of E-tanks.
I did suitless finals once, and I think that was plenty.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, supers are sort of the gatekeepers of Torvis. They unlock the second half, so it makes sense to go here too.
Yep. Could also just head out, maybe make a save in Lagoon. Is this the play? Save in Lagoon, go check hints, and then come back to Torvis.
That's right. Hints are the one thing that you don't actually need to have saved to your save file. They just to your brain.
Mm-hmm. And that may well be what Caesar is up to here. I like that play. I think that's actually quite a good play.
Yeah, if that's what he does, then that will indeed be wise.
Let's see if this... not going to save. That's fine. We have a lot of E to make it out. I don't know when Caesar saved last. He's got enough health that it's probably easy enough to get in and out, but those rooms can be a little bit scary, especially if you're kind of low in health by the time you get to hints. It's not a great way to refill around
Arrow
there.
found only an E-tank behind Spider Guardian, so let's see what this other... just a missile tank.
Yeah, not doing Hive Dynamo Works either, so I guess that hint wasn't for anything too exciting.
Yeah, Arrow is not going to be happy about putting all that time into Spider Guardian.
Yeah, Arrow's probably saying, where the heck are supers? There are not many places they could be at this point.
Yeah.
He's not done some of the Plaza side stuff, so Boost Guardian and Torvis Plaza itself are available for him. Yeah, pretty much nothing in Aegon except where supers actually are.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an Aegon key hint.
Yeah, I saw something about Dark Sank. No, not just regular Sank, it must have been. But also a dark area, I'm not sure which one. Maybe someone in chat caught it. But yeah, I can feel Arrow's pain at the moment because there is so much to keep track of in this game, and if you missed something, it can be extremely hard to remember what it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh wait, yeah, we have light suit now, so that's a few extra dumb opportunities.
Yeah. And
FTA
unfortunately, a
is
lot of those are
available.
going to be
Feeding
fault
pits.
trails.
Yep, feeding pit could be Echo. About like a 1/3ish chance. Is this our Aegon key? It
That's an Aegon
is.
key. Ooh,
Thank you,
didn't quite get it.
Frost. Sank and Sky Temple. Interesting. Oh god, is
Okay.
Reliquary an Aegon key?
Oh, that
That
would
would be.
stand to reason. It is a key. So that would make light suit required. But we're about to finally have the answers for sure on Caesar's side. If he can stop getting shot by these lasers.
I'm surprised that didn't give it to him. That looked good enough to me. I find it a
Yeah, not the
little
easiest trait.
easier to bonk off the like side thing, the like dark metal part, rather than the blue wall.
Okay, Caesar, let's get us some hints.
Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, this will determine how good or bad this seed is. Although, with the amount of stuff Arrow's done, there's not a ton of good places. Lower Torvis would all be fine. Most of it. Training chamber, yeah,
Training
that's fine.
chamber. That boost guardian?
Nope, that is the check with the statue in Lower Torvis.
Oh yeah,
Warrior's Walk, that's fine.
Warrior's Walk. Okay. Now
So
he's
far, so
regretting not
good for
making that
Caesar.
check.
Cash
Cash
B,
B.
that's fine. Oh my gosh. Is this actually a relatively free seed?
Cash B is
Last hint will tell us.
right before upper. That's right before the elevator to lower, right?
Yeah, that is behind Chica. Hydrodynamo Station is free. Okay. Caesar is in go mode minus his comfort with final bosses.
Rip and Morbus.
And none in Sank. So that's a little awkward. Where was our other suit? Sank entrance. So our suits are really out of the way for Caesar.
Yes.
We have the unhindered one in Sank entrance. Was the light suit was hinted? Does Caesar have that hint? That's so out of the way though. We
Yeah, I
have
think
no
he saw the
reason to
cat
go to
last
cat.
time.
Yeah. I mean, I guess right. You can go to Torvis, go to Lower Torvis, get your keys, and then if you're not comfortable with suitless final bosses, you just have to loop around Vault. You go take the Vault elevator and loop all the way around Sank for Cat West.
Oh, I just realized Arrow's spending all this time trying to get a key he's not even going to need, and he doesn't know it.
True, yeah.
That's
We're
awful.
gonna do the vanilla puzzle here. Wow, so just like that, I think Caesar is in a good position to win.
Knowledge is so powerful in this game.
Yeah, that heading down there, getting that super hint, really swung this race. Arrow having done a lot more checks, but if you don't do the right ones, you can get caught up too.
Yep. A lot of game left to go,
though. He knows the screw attack method. It was just kind of giving him some trouble, so he's just going with this. Maybe needed to get a little bit better of slope jumps. It looked like he was a little low some of the times, or maybe he was space jumping a little too early. I'm not sure, but totally valid to get the item this way as well.
Yeah. If a trick is giving you too much trouble, it is entirely reasonable to bail and do the vanilla way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you don't mind covering me for a sec, I'm just going to use the washroom. Be right back.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see. So Caesar's going to Torvis first, so we'll have to make an Aegon trip at some point. And really just comes down to, yeah, I'm not sure if Caesar is going to want to try to grab a suit or not. Does anyone remember where the progressive suit hint was? Are we certain that Caesar has it? Because as long as Caesar has that, he should be in true go mode. Because yeah, this much E with Dark Suit is more than enough. I'm going to take a safety save here. Partially also just gets a health refill. Another hint coming out here for Aero. Thanks game. Dupe a Morbus hint. Caesar thinking. Wonder what that was. Maybe you can ask in the interview. Didn't actually go through his logbook. Maybe he was making hand notes or something. It looked like he was definitely writing down the SDKs, so maybe he was consulting those again. But yeah, we do need to do this upper dark Torvus loop to get cache B, and then we need to head down to lower Torvus. 32 SDKs down there. And then it's just a trip to mid-dark Aegon. Alright, where's Aero? Aero is in GFMC. Is this the... Oh no, is this the Reliquary play? Yeah, looks like this might be Aero tracking down, like, for that. This makes sense. Like, in Aero shoes, this makes sense. Just sucks that super hint was so close to the super missiles, and it's like a somewhat isolated pocket of checks in Aegon. The only thing that might lead him there is if he's trying to get all the hints in the game. That is one of the few hints he has not scanned, besides the ones that are in Lower Torvus that are relatively inaccessible without supers.
Yeah, I'm back, and it looks like Caesar's frozen.
Yep. He looks to be heading to cache B there. And meanwhile,
Yep,
Aero is getting baited by this key hint in Reliquary. We'll see if this turns out to be one of the Aegon keys. I think it's pretty likely at this point.
Yeah, that seems almost certainly right.
Yep. Oh no. Hopefully we're able to get Caesar's feedback here momentarily. Oh, okay. So Caesar's going for this E-Tank in Portal Chamber.
Oh,
so
okay.
Maybe this is commitment to the Suitless Final Bosses.
That's the only way it would make sense, yeah.
Yeah. This brings him up to 8. Aero not happy about that Aegon key. Yeah, sorry.
No, not at all.
That's an unfortunate bait. And also a really rude thing to be locking an Annihilator Beam that you don't know if you need or not yet. And Aero's got to starting to think that it is likely to be needed, given that he's still missing 5 STKs and has cleared a lot of things that aren't Annihilator locked.
Yeah, and that's one of the few things he knows he can do right now if he wants.
Mm-hmm. See, attract on the last key. Now where...
Oh, except the last Aegon key, yeah.
So where could it be? We haven't checked the... So it could be in Sky Temple Grounds still, which would be like Defiled Shrine, unless that wasn't a key, or War Ritual Grounds. Otherwise, it's got to be somewhere stupid in Sank. Somewhere stupid that's not Echo locked. So that's like Sank map.
Yeah, Sank map. Wow.
Yeah. I think we've seen everything else non-Echo locked in Sank. So maybe more likely it's just like War Ritual Grounds. These are going to do the little out of bounds here in Portal Chamber. Nice little time save rather than going all the way back to the portal to get back into the light world.
Yep, saves a good bit of time.
And a quick sealing warp, and we're good. All right. Now just down to Lower Torvus. And luckily not... Actually, it's a very quick Lower Torvus trip. You can just
It's
go...
not even in... It's like right before the elevator to Lower Torvus, right? I don't think that room technically is.
All he's got to do is like the hub of Lower Torvus is Hydrodynamo Station, and then head out, and then head out towards Sank is Training Chamber.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of Cash B.
Yeah, he got that while off screen.
Yeah.
All right, Arrow does look to be heading back to Aegon, which is the correct play. But at this point, I think it's going to be tough to mount a comeback, unless MightyCaesar really has trouble with these final bosses.
Yeah, which is a possibility.
Welcome in, Raiders from SpeedGaming 6. We are entering towards the end of this race here. Yeah.
To all the Raiders, happy 20th anniversary of Metroid Prime and Fusion. And we're celebrating with a Prime 2 race, and it's been lots of fun.
Yeah, Arrow has had a significant advantage in the number of checks done, as well as having 2 extra suits. But unfortunately was missing a key hint that MightyCaesar got that led him towards the actually importantly required item of the super missiles, which Arrow is finally getting close to.
Yeah. So Arrow appeared to be in the lead for a long time, but just like that, it turned around in Caesar's favor.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Caesar missed the STK just now and has to go back up and try again, which means he'll have to regain air underwater.
Well, now that he's moved the platform.
Oh, yeah, he can get it normally now.
Yeah, right. He was just trying to save a little bit of time.
Yep, and show off one of my favorite glitches in the game.
Mm-hmm. And Seeker's cooperating. This is by far the...
trouble getting up to the platform.
Yeah. That is one of the most, if probably the most uncooperative Seeker doors in the game.
No, it wasn't the door that was giving him trouble. He actually just was having trouble getting
just
on the platform.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right. That Seeker door has wasted many, many missiles for me.
Okay, Arrow is on the right track. Probably not going to be happy about finding these supers here, especially with the 1-2 punch of the stupid hint being right here.
Yeah. Now, it looks like Caesar's taking the Sank exit, which means that... Oh, no, sorry, I forgot there was an STK there.
Okay, yeah, so the save warp to me says I am committing to suitless final bosses. So that will be... Yeah. This will be a little tense of a finish here. MightyCaesar will definitely be way ahead 2 final bosses, but it's a little spooky doing them suitless, even with the healthy number of E-tanks we have.
Yeah, now he has everything he needs to make the fight faster, but even so, it's not easy.
Mm-hmm. Although saying that, we don't have Annihilator for EI1, so there's always the risk of missing a super.
Yeah,
you don't have Cannonball for EI2. So
yeah, lack of Cannonball is actually really important in this situation.
Yeah, we'll take a lot of damage during Emperor Ring too. The inglets do tend to drop 50 health pieces.
Yes.
So we can... And there's the supers for Arrow.
Yeah.
So that will put Arrow in go mode. Just needs to scan the hints to tell him as much.
Yeah.
And it would not surprise me at all if Arrow headed straight for SDK hints after picking up those supers. I would say this is another seed where the out-of-bounds to get hints would be really strong, but you would have to pair that with knowledge of how to get Warrior's Walk, which is pretty difficult, given that that's super locked as well.
Yes.
And yep, Caesar is gonna head towards Warrior's Walk here, get that last STK.
Yeah, that's the one under the floor, right?
Yes. Yep, in the little Phazon pit. Now, gosh, have we seen any E-tanks sitting around that we didn't bother picking up? I don't really remember.
Yeah, I don't think Caesar's passed any up.
Yeah. 8 might be what we have to deal with. So at about 6 damage a second, what is that? 15, 16 seconds per tank? So
close to 2 minutes.
Yeah, not a whole lot of time.
Not really, no.
We will get a few drops to extend that time during the fight, but definitely will need to be on the top of the game to get through it. Luckily,
You
we
get a
do get
refill
a
after. Do
you
you
get
get
a
a refill
refill
after
and
M3?
checkpoint after. So even
Okay.
if Dark Samus, yeah, we can pretty much keep retrying DS3 and 4 until we get the quick kill, or maybe we even
Caesar
have
taking
enough
advantage.
energy to, yeah, to get centered.
Caesar taking advantage of the fact that in this game, phase-on damage does not go exponential like it does in the first Prime, so you're okay to stand in it for a bit.
Yep, which is good because we don't have a face on suit to help us this time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the niftiest things about the ending of this game, that you still have to use phase-on to kill the final boss, but this time you don't have the thing you used to use phase-on.
Mm-hmm. And a simultaneous warp to start.
Yeah, does that count as a handshake?
Yeah. And interesting, actually, both runners are going to be heading towards Sky Temple Gateway, just for
Yep.
slightly different reasons.
Boy,
A little
Arrow's
bit
mad.
funny. Yeah. The finding the supers that late and spending all that time in sync and hardly getting anything out of it has got to be frustrating.
Oh, very much so. But it's
Caesar
what he gets for skipping O'Lear.
Caesar saving now? Okay. Probably will still want to save again.
Yeah.
Once you get to Sky Temple.
Yeah, definitely if you're doing finals on no suits.
Yeah.
That must have been quite a difficult decision. I'm looking forward to talking to him about it, because yes, the suit would have been a huge investment, but finals without it is going to be very hard.
Yeah. Could just be feeling a bit like it is, yeah, having to wrap all the way through Psych. Having to do like the main gyro puzzle. It is pretty slow.
Yeah.
Assuming even that he has the hint, which I think is likely, but I didn't actually see him scan it at any point. I
Yeah,
forget
I'm
which one
pretty
it
sure he
was.
saw it, but I'm not certain. Oh, he's just seeing it now. What will you do?
We'll give it a couple tries, and if you're really struggling, then maybe consider bailing and grabbing that suit.
Yeah, looks like that's the plan. But what a time to find out. Wow. So now I'll have a different question for him. If he had known sooner, would he have insisted on
That's
getting
right,
the suit?
because yeah, Caesar, when he checked hints, he came out through Torvus entrance, so he didn't pass by that meeting grounds hint ever. Okay, so that maybe explains this commitment to these final bosses rather than making the plane to sank while it was kind of close to it. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it definitely feels bad to try to go for the suit. Now, just learning about it, it would be a long hike to Cat West right now.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense for Caesar to give this a go if he was already feeling comfortable enough to give it a try. And yeah, hopefully it works out. Yeah, both runners going to enter Gateway about the same time here.
Yep,
Arrow
but for
will get the
different
good
reasons,
news.
unfortunately.
So Arrow's missing something else other than what Caesar had. I forget what he hasn't gotten to yet.
So, training chamber. And we have the fake light beam that doesn't actually require light suit.
Yeah, luckily enough.
And amazingly, you're not even in the light suit in that pre-rendered cutscene. So the game actually was prepared for you to not have the suit, even though it never thought you could use one without it.
Right.
I love these bits of let's prepare for this just in case, although we don't think it can ever happen from Retro.
Oh, perhaps we just didn't have a 5th SDK marked for Arrow, because he only scanned 4 hits and then quit.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be very intense final bosses here.
Yeah, we're in for a treat tonight.
The heck was Cannonball? We've done so many checks and we never came across it. So yeah, very important that these supers land.
Yeah.
If any one of these miss, we will not be able to get the one cycle. Or if we get blasted by the laser. So far, so good.
Mm-hmm. Good.
We have barely enough time to get this off. It's going to be close.
Very
Gets
close.
it. Very
Yeah,
nice.
well done.
Great start to the fight. Yeah, so far our health is looking quite good.
This can be done in 3 power bombs if you place them correctly.
And yeah, good eye for these drops. Picking up 2 blues already. I think Caesar's in really great shape here.
So far, yeah. But a lot depends on that, how your screw attacks into AMP3 go.
Yep. But if as long as he doesn't take too many hits, he's got several minutes, or at least a minute and a half to finish the fight, which is normally plenty of time.
Okay, not much on that first attempt.
Yeah, he's kind of rushing it a little bit. He's got more time, I think, than he... I mean, I say this in the comfort of my chair, under my blanket, but not taking 6 damage per second. But all right,
okay, that's
half the health down. Ooh, kind of backed into the corner here.
Yeah,
a bit of a bully.
Imping has a unique attack where you get knocked just way into the stratosphere. Let's hope we don't see that.
Good screw attack down to a quarter health. That should do
it.
Oh, nicely done. Clutch.
Excellent. Alright, so now it's Dark Samus. Also not a fun fight without suits, but probably easier. The easier one of the two.
Yeah, I don't know. On average, I think the fight probably lasts too long if you get immediately centered. So we got to get some decent damage in on Dark Samus 3 with the screw attack. We'll lose a lot of health even just waiting for her to do her little blue laser stuff. So I think a DS3 skip is, or a DS4 skip is, or close to it, is pretty much required here.
Yeah. Okay, here goes. Oh yeah, no Annihilator, so this first round is a little trickier than usual.
A little less damage than desired here. But we can make up for that with a good screw attack or two.
Yeah.
Don't want to take any extra damage from this laser. Every second counts. That looked okay. No, maybe not. Oh no, is she going to go laser phase again? Ooh, this might be a rip.
Come on, come on, come on.
But luckily we do get a checkpoint after Emperor Ing, so...
Yeah, so multiple attempts are okay.
We can just keep retrying this. And with the amount of collection arrows got to do, we have some time.
Yeah, it's sad to say, but Caesar could mess up this fight 10 times and probably still win. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yep, unfortunately. Yeah, just that super's...
Yeah, here comes the beams again.
Yeah, at this point I think you're better at... Well, I mean, maybe with amazing DS4 skip you still have time, actually, but... Yeah.
I mean,
that was a good screw attack.
Screw attack could kill her in, like, practically instantly.
Oh, and center. No, that's GG.
Yeah,
so
too bad.
Back to the escape sequence.
Yep.
I would just try to lose health here.
Yeah, you just stand in the phase on or something, man.
Yeah. Alright, we get another try, though. In fact, we get as many of them as we want.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we get to see Emp die again every time. That's cool.
How many dark beam shots is it? I want to say it's only like 8. With dark beam doing a lot more damage than Annihilator.
Yeah, I guess the idea with Annihilator is A, you don't have to aim, and B, it's precise. You can get a very precise amount of damage that way.
Yep. Yeah, the way she moves and with how slow the uncharged dark pellets are. A super isn't a terrible way to lead off this fight either.
Yeah, I've seen that done.
Yeah, we're looking for on the order of like 240 damage. I forget what the exact number is. And a super does 180, so it does a decent chunk of what we're looking for. There's a couple more dark beam shots landed this time, so we're a little better health starting off here.
All right, that's a good start.
Also avoiding the lasers a little bit better, and only 2 lasers.
Okay, let's get a real good one.
Looks like a miss, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
try to get another.
Actually, no. It looks like it got about 1/4. Maybe 1/5. And not much there either. And here come the beams again.
This is where you really wish you had Cannonball, because with Cannonball you can just sit morphed and you're not taking any of this Dark Aether damage.
Yeah, that would be such a huge advantage. It's rare to have a configuration where Cannonball is actually critical.
Mm-hmm. That was a good screw attack. Okay.
All right.
And centered. Oh,
no!
boy. I don't know if we have enough time. This is almost like worst case scenario where you feel like you need to try. Yeah, he's gonna quit. I'm on board with that.
Yeah, I don't.
Last thing you want to do is spend like a minute and a half trying to win this fight and then losing at the last second, and then that costs you almost a whole nother try.
Yeah, doing that really might let Eric catch up.
Short of finish, yeah. MightyCaesar definitely making this challenging for himself, but like this is definitely the fastest way to have gotten to the end. So huge props for going for this.
Yeah,
very challenging setup here, needing to get this DS4 skip, which even the best runners will fail at on occasion.
Yeah, all the time.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Aero is about to enter Lower Torvus. So really, I mean, how long does this take Aero to get this in the Warriors Walk? 5 minutes?
That sounds about right.
So, Aero is starting to catch up here. Won't be too long before he's entering Sky Temple as well.
Yep.
And he will have absolutely no trouble with final bosses with the...
yeah, those are free for him.
Yep, he still has Warriors Walk, but these two in Lower Torvus are super fast. So yeah, most of those 5 minutes will be picking up Warriors Walk. So he's only got to go through like 3 or 4 rooms of Lower Torvus. Oh, he has Warriors Walk already. Oh, he's really close.
Okay, that's actually very big. Okay, decent there. That was about 1/6.
Oh my gosh, we might have a serious race here.
Yeah. Like I said, we're in for a treat. Okay, come on, come on. No!
I don't think you should go for this. Yeah. Not enough damage.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He's shown that he can get the screw attack damage, though. He's just got to put together a couple of them in one fight. And ideally quickly enough.
The RNG gods to smile on him one time.
Yep.
You can do it, Caesar. Keep at it.
Yep. Yeah, at this point, he does not have time to go track down that suit. He is well and truly committed to this play.
Especially since he would have to do the amp fights again.
Mm-hmm. One good fight. That's all he needs. And it is pretty quick to reset it.
Last time he was at a bit of a disadvantage because he failed the first screw attack to leave Emperor Ing's room. So this time he may do better.
Mm-hmm. Alright, there's 9 STKs for Aero. Just needs to get to the stable warp here, and we'll be... Oh, is he... Oh, what am I doing? I'm like, oh my gosh, he's leaving Sky Temple. He's going for the suit. It's like, no, this is how you fight Dark Samus. Yeah.
Okay. One more try.
And here is the final save station for Aero. One last save warp, and then straight to the end.
Man, I don't know how I would even feel if I won a race and found out the other guy had been at final bosses for the last 10 minutes and just because he was less equipped couldn't do it.
Oh, said it again. He has a lot of health.
Oh, too bad.
He's gonna go for this. Oh boy, I don't know if this is enough.
No, I don't think so.
This would be real. This would be extra bad now if he commits to this and still dies.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's already lost an E-Tank. Ooh, that picking on phase. Yeah, reset here. So we are running out of tries. We might only have 2 more tries at this.
Hurry up and kill him, Dark Samus. It's the only time I've ever wanted Dark Samus to win a fight faster.
I know. We're emptying missiles. Gonna try to get some 10 drops here. Gets a few extra. Can also farm some missiles from the initial room of Sky Temple. Those ink caches will always drop you 10 drops unless you have full missiles, in which case they give you power bombs. Very nice way to farm up the last little bit if you don't pass by the ship.
Okay, Caesar, this one's for all the marbles.
Yep. Okay, pretty good dark beam damage there.
Yep. Poor Dark Samus. There you are standing right under her. The easiest place she could possibly aim, but she's not programmed to.
Bonks off her.
Okay, that looked okay. That was about a quarter.
Oh, that was worst case scenario.
Ugh.
Minimum damage of the screw attack. Instantly centered. Also might take a little while to die here. So yeah, I think he's only got one more try at this.
Definitely, yeah. In fact, depending on how long Dark Samus takes, might even not be one try.
Gosh, just got so close.
Yeah.
Either of them can
not
win
over yet.
at this point. Yep.
Era could have a really bad Emperor Ring 3.
Oh, I would feel so bad for Caesar if this doesn't work out.
Yeah.
He was so close so many times. Getting sniped here right at the end would be pretty painful.
Yep.
Arrow gonna take all this missile refill. Plenty of light ammo. And we'll start his Emperor Ring fight.
We're attacking with much less urgency than Caesar had to.
Actually, maybe Caesar has one more try after this. I actually feel like it's going to be pretty synced up if he dies one more time. Depends on how well this Emperor Ring fight goes for Arrow.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have an.
Ooh, that's a bad start for Arrow.
Without super
It's going to be a 2-cycle now. Oh no, the first one did land. Did it?
Yeah, only just. But that one didn't.
Ooh, okay.
Too bad.
Going to be dealing with a bunch of tentacles now.
Yeah, there's only 4 in the first round, but there's 8 in all the ones after.
Yep. Alright, Caesar. Bring it home!
Yeah. Good screw attack, please.
Oh no. Okay, I still think he dies before arrow finish. Yeah, he'll die before arrow finishes. So he does get one more try, but that probably will be it. Oh no, we lose arrow stream at the worst time.
Oh my goodness, these technical difficulties have been fun. This is creating the illusion that that Mighty Caesar can get ahead while arrows paused.
Yeah, I don't think there's much way. I think if this fight goes well, I don't see Mighty Caesar losing, and if it doesn't, I don't see him winning.
Yep.
So I think it really does come down to this.
Yeah, this is the one that's for all the marbles.
Yep. Oh no. No!
What's wrong?
We lost Caesar. Oh my gosh.
SpeedGaming of all the times.
Oh my gosh, I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for any sign of movement. How is this going to end?
Arrow's almost at DS2. Well, actually, no. Still taking the light portal. Let's see. Caesar's still loading for me. Oh, right. The restream is slightly delayed, so spoiler warning, Arrow kills Amp.
A good Emperor 3, yeah.
Meanwhile, Mighty Caesar's feed is currently a commercial for Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, so that's no help. Oh, here we go. It's close! It's really close. One more phase-on shot will do it. But
the RNG
dead.
No. Oh, what a heartbreaking way to go out.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, we'll see if this shows up on the restream. But Dark Samus was initiating a pellet attack with enough health that one more would kill him. Or kill her. Oh, yeah, we'll see it here. Oh, no.
At least
heartbreaking finish for Caesar.
Yeah, this is just soul-crushing. Oh, and that shot could so easily have been enough, too. Devastating.
Now, there is a world where if Arrow gets immediately centered and Caesar pulls it off this time, that it could still happen.
Yes, DS4 is sufficiently random that that could indeed happen.
So this is not over yet, despite my statements prior to this. Oh my gosh! Either way, this has been such a good race.
Yeah, absolutely, and what a finish!
Please follow our runners.
Yeah,
what an amazing race.
Arrow doing really well at staving off centering so far. But in exchange, he's not... Oh, okay, that was a solid screw.
Yeah, he's got pretty good damage here. Oh,
that could have ended it.
Oh my gosh, he's got no health. The missile does it.
GG, Arrow.
GG's to Arrow. Oh my gosh, what a finish.
Yeah. Very clean fight. But boy, will he be surprised when we tell him what was going on in the last 15 minutes on Caesar's side.
Oh my gosh.
Now, do the invites go out automatically, or do we have to do that?
Yes, the invites should have gone out now that we marked the runners done. So, oh my gosh, what a close race!
That was emotionally exhausting just to watch.
And we're joined by Arrow. GG's. Oh my gosh, that was so close.
Like, okay, nerves were everywhere. The moment I read the hints, I'm like, I'm in go mode. How is he not done?
Oh, you don't know the half of it, my friend.
Oh, no, I mean,
stupid boss from the game.
I'm so sorry,
I know,
Caesar.
I know there's a couple things that happened through the seed that I immediately felt ahead.
Actually, Arrow, you need to listen to what happened on Caesar's side first, because this is important.
Okay.
Caesar was in go mode except for suits. He had no suits, and he decided to go ahead and brave the final bosses anyway. And he
I've
was
been
braving the
fighting it for
final
40
bosses for the
minutes.
last 10 or
I
15
had light
minutes.
suit. Oh no.
No.
Yeah,
I
so-
was in there at 140.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's 20
I've
minutes.
been doing it for over 20 minutes now.
Do you want to
Yeah.
know where the suits are?
Well, I know where one of them was, and I considered going to get it because I hit
If
for
you-
it right before I went into it.
I got dark suit on the way to that. Sank entrance.
Yeah, that was a rude, unhinted suit, and yeah,
Is
it
I
ended up
was
being unfortunate
so
that
happy
you
when I got that
routed
suit.
the hints from Torvus entrance, because that meant you missed that hint on the way to hints, which Arrow got.
I went to Torvus super early. Moment I got
Yeah.
Seekers, I booked it straight to Torvus.
So the big thing that put Caesar ahead was Caesar went down to mining station B during one of the earlier
Yeah,
Aegon trips and got that hint. And
when I went back to Aegon, I was like, okay, as long as it's not one of the two storage rooms I haven't done, one that I couldn't get to and one that I forgot, because I did not do any of labs outside of Dark Samus.
Right,
Never
that's
did
right.
labs.
You never cleaned up like bioenergy.
I was
Yeah,
going
and
to.
storage
I left
B.
to save. That's why I went there to save before it hints. Because I was like,
Mhm.
okay, if there's anything back here in labs, I could just reset to labs. Instead of going for the other save station at the beginning of Aegon. I was like, well, from here, they're about the same distance, so...
Yeah, I am
Yep.
so sorry, Caesar. I
I've
can't even
never
imagine.
seen DS4 only do the particles once in a cycle. What
Yes,
was that?
I've
You
seen
did
that happen. I've
You
seen
did
that
a good
happen. It
job
sucks.
not getting centered there. Whereas Caesar, his Emperor fight was pretty as a picture. You could frame it and put it on your wall. Just beautiful. But then he just never got the luck he needed with Dark Samus. It was awful.
Yeah, DS3 was a bit of a troll. DS2 was fine, but I went in not realizing I was not full on PBs.
I mean, DS3 and 4.
Oh yeah, DS3 and 4, but yeah, but like Emperor Ring 3 was a problem. Because I was like, oh, I missed the first screw attack. Well, this is about to suck.
Yeah.
And Emperor Ring 2 was okay. Emperor Ring 1 was surprisingly very clean with what I had. I am glad that neither of us took the extreme bait of a Morbus into quad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
I saw the grab on I saw the gravity hint and I'm like, all right, there's only one room I care about this gravity for.
Yeah, that would have been so
After
bad.
this, I'm probably gonna practice this boss for a few hours until I'm good at it.
Yeah,
Because,
it's like I very much need to practice some of the tricks in sync. There's a couple
Oh yes,
times
yeah. You had some trouble there.
main research was awful today. Watch station wasn't like the worst. I just kept falling off the spider track.
Yeah, it was too bad.
Yeah, it was a little unfortunate. It was like the watch station wasn't even anything. But I got Cobalt there, and I'm like, so I'm glad this didn't come back to bite me. But I left through Sank entrance to go to Reliquary, and I walked right past Sank map, forgetting that I had Cobalt.
Hmm.
So I'm glad that was nothing. Reliquary being an Aegon key was adding to the troll. I'm like, there's no way that's the answer. I finally got to the mining station. I'm like, all right, what's this hint? It reads supers. I'm like, that's right behind me, game.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yes. By the way, are you ready for the punchline? It looks to me like Gravity Boost was on Umos 2.
Yes, it was
yeah,
hinted.
we got
Yeah,
it.
we got that hint. Yep.
Hinted.
Oh, we did. Okay,
Yep.
sorry.
We knew about gravity on Umos 2. We knew about the Annihilator being locked by it on locking it on a Morbus.
Right, yes. Yeah, sorry, I didn't follow that bit. My bad.
Yeah. So I was reading the hints. I'm like, I only have 4 hints. Please don't be locked by gravity. Like, I can live with it being locked by Annihilator because I already had 2 Aegon keys. I would just have to go on a key hunt.
Oh, you'd be a key hunter.
Exactly. But then when I read it, like, of course. Every last one of them that I had left were hard supers locked.
Yeah.
They routed in very well though. The 4 I had left, the 4 super loud ones, those were routed in very well. Because I'm like, okay, I'll go through Doomed Entry to Warriors Walk, come out, go to Torvis, get the 3 in Torvis, and I'm done.
Yes, your key cleanup was quite good.
Yeah, I was very happy with the key layout. I was like, okay, cool, this is gonna be quick. So my thoughts going into final bosses, I'm like, okay, either he's right ahead of me or right behind me. I was surprised he wasn't done, but now I understand why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Because
was rough.
I banged my head against a wall for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I was doomed if you had gotten either suit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
probably.
absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
By
I'm
at
like,
least 10
I read the
minutes.
Cat West and I'm like, this Cat West suit is actually awful. But
But
I
you
can
will-
route it. But I can route it in through Sank entrances. I need to do Sank entrance. Everything pointing to that. So I did Sank entrance, got a suit. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely getting the other suit now because light suit checks are on.
Yeah, and I was like, he's almost certainly gonna be in like final bosses. He might die a few times, so I could catch it up. It's not worth it to go get that suit. And then
No, I had the light suit for a good while.
I beat Emperor Ing first try barely. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm surprised he hasn't finished yet. Then I'm committed, and then I fought for 15 more minutes.
The only real thing I hated about how I played the seed. Why did I gamble Spider Guardian?
Oh yeah, we wondered about that.
That was bold, yeah.
Well, I was sitting here like, okay, I'm just gonna walk back here, get some Cobalt hints, and I'm like, oh wait, I need to check Sync Energy Controller. Crap, that's a walk back. Screw it, I'm checking Spider Guardian while I do this.
Right. Oh, speaking of Sank Energy Controller, you bastard, you didn't listen to the words of O'Lear.
Look, I would have if I got something better than an E-Tank. How much I had like, what, almost 9 to 10 E-Tanks or something like that?
Yeah, I'm sure Caesar would have appreciated
9.
that one.
Yeah, I had
I
9
mean, one more
E-Tanks.
E-Tank was all Caesar
7.
needed in that last fight.
I had 8.
You had 8, yep.
Yep.
And I think I skipped only one E-Tank. Don't remember which one it was.
Portal Chamber, it was Portal Chamber.
Yeah.
Without having Echo Visor, I couldn't fight.
Echo was
DS3,
hinted, but I'm going to assume it's in Feeding Pit. I didn't look, but I'm going to assume it's in Feeding Pit.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we never got an actual location for that.
Yeah, we just know it's in Dark Aegon, and I'm pretty sure. Well,
Yeah, Feeding Pit or Incash 2
actually,
were
it
the
could
only
be Incash
options.
2. It could be Incash 2. And if it's Incash 2, that's locking it itself.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
And damage boosting off of the DS3 missile shield without a suit is awful.
Oh, yeah. Like early game, I was rewarded very heavily early game because I'm like, I built out a couple things early game, but every time I did, I found the next best progression I could find. I bailed Aegon early, got the GFMC bombs. I forgot what I built and I got screwed. Oh, right. I went ahead and did Bomb Guardian with only the Space Jump. I'm like, Space Jump gets me out of here. Let's do Bomb Guardian. Ooh, this is convenient. Dark Beam.
Yeah, it was a pretty orderly seed in the first parts.
Yeah, the first half of the seed, everything was just coming in quickly. I think the only thing that was really easily missed could have been Spider Ball.
Yeah, that's right. Caesar got that quite a bit later than you.
Yeah, but the seed handed everything else to you.
Yeah.
I never even checked, not Battleground, but the room, the Light World room of it. I didn't even ever go into that room. I skipped a ton of Aegon.
Yeah. Well, I urge you, by the way, to watch the ending when you can of this race, because the final little turn of the screw was that our feed cut out just as Caesar was finishing his second to last attempt, which was the one that came within a sliver of winning.
Oh,
and it came back just in time to see that sliver of winning. So, Arrow, you got to watch that just to see how close he came. But
wow, I do like that the ending was close. Like one of us committed to the suit play, the other one took the chance. Like it coming up that close, that's pretty cool. I'll definitely be watching it back in general.
Absolutely amazing entertainment.
Well, I'm glad I was able to be.
I'm
also, at least.
I'm also very glad that DS4 was super cooperative today. I was fairly certain I was about to get centered when it had like a 4th health left. I'm like, no, you are too close to this. And I kept bonking on it. I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Well,
Unfortunately,
congratulations
she
to both of you, and thanks for an amazing show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. As I said again,
GG,
please
AeroRaiser.
follow these runners. Oh my
GG,
gosh.
that was a crazy one.
Follow the runners, follow us commentators, follow up who did the tracking for us. Thank you very much for that.
Yep.
And
Everyone.
to all and sundry, once again, happy 20th anniversary of Metroid Prime and Metroid Fusion, two of the greatest games ever made.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of the community's been doing some multi-world stuff for each game, like for Echoes, and because Echoes was also earlier this week.
Right.
And then I know I'm throwing a big Prime multi-world tomorrow, and to celebrate.
Now, excuse me while I go cry for a bit.
Yeah. I feel so bad. That was heartbreaking loss.
And to make it clear, nothing against Arrow winning here.
Yes,
it's just, man, I felt like painful, I had it, but
yeah, we wept for you. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for coming, and see you next mission.
Later, everyone.
Take care, everyone.
See you, everyone.